Welcome everyone to our first real town hall. We've done some small Q&As like this before, but we're going to start doing them a bit more regularly now because it gives you a chance to be able to ask questions or make suggestions and things like that. So just before I get into a couple of slides here, I've got
Oh,
I've got a drinks coaster in front of me, which you couldn't see then because my background's on. But I was reading it earlier, and it's actually got quite a cool little saying. It
Hi,
says,
Scott.
"Hi, Christine." So it says, "Never quit if you stumble. Get back up, because what happened yesterday no longer matters today. It's another day, so get back on track. Move closer to your dreams and goals. You can do it."
I love that goal, Scott.
I
So,
That is
do.
awesome.
Oh,
so can everyone see the PowerPoint?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
So what
Okay,
mum,
thank you.
what I was asked to have a look at and tell you was a little bit of the history of All4Inclusion. So in 2022 was February 2022, All4Inclusion was founded. That was when we had our first meeting. We had at that time and throughout all of 2022, we held 2 meetings a month.
Okay.
So that's 24 meetings across the year. But when it came to Christmas, I then decided we're going to open every day between Christmas and New Year because,
Don't know.
more people are sat at home. More people are going to be potentially
Oh,
lonely on their own. So we wanted just to do something about it. And then in 2022, it was just me, no one else. But we came into 2023 and we went from 2 meetings a month to 2 meetings per week.
no.
So we've gone then from 24 meetings straight up to 104. That's a massive jump, isn't it?
Oh, wow. That is
Yeah,
a massive
five,
I
jump.
five,
thought,
5 times as many meetings, and I wasn't doing it on my own then. I had initially Jill and then Sarah was on board as well doing it. So we had a team of two, and a team of two to do 104
And did
meetings,
you
which is
also have Andy Guy?
Andy Guy used to support a little bit as well, yeah. So he wasn't
first
sort of
thing when I
running things on
joined.
his own or making sort of decisions, but he was there to make sure that, if I needed to go toilet or someone was coming in, that the
Yeah,
meetings would still go on.
yeah.
So 2024 happens, and we've got a team of about four and a half there now. We've not got half a person, but we had four for the start of the year, five for the end of the year.
Hmm.
And our meetings, we doubled them again. So we went from 2 meetings per week up to 4 meetings per week.
Hmm.
So we always had at least one day off in between a Monday and a Friday. But we was doing webinars all of these times, and that started in 2022, our webinars. And we
First,
went,
I joined.
we then came into 2025, and in 2025 was the year we started making more decisions as a board. So we've got 6 trustees,
Yeah.
we've got 10 volunteers, and we do a
Wow.
minimum of 8 meetings a week.
Okay.
So 8 meetings a week. So again, we've doubled what we're doing. But some weeks it's 10, 11, 12 meetings per week. Depending if there's a disco, if there's a death cafe, or
Yeah.
the meeting where people go and talk about food and their weight.
Don't make me
The,
hungry.
the biggest thing, the biggest change though was the board of trustees. And 2026, we're not there yet, but it's not far away, is it?
Yep.
No,
So,
no, it's not.
um, so that year we will get our charity registration number, and that will be, that's one of the big things that we're looking for next year. And we do want to grow meetings, but the key word is sensibly.
Yeah.
because we've at least doubled our meetings every year so far. So from two a month to two per week to four per week to a minimum of eight per week. Every year we've doubled kind of the meetings that we put on for people. So what we need to do is just make sure that, you know, if we look at it, I was in hospital for 101 days during
Was
that.
it that long?
Yeah, it was, Scott, it did flag up on one of the social medias. I did read about it. The
Mm.
101 days in hospital.
So, and we put on during that time, the time that I was out, over 100 meetings. So, you know, everything still carried on.
Aye.
And that's due to the good people that we've got on board here. So I've got a list of our pain points, our things that these are our problems. This is what All4Inclusion struggle with. So, first of all, we've got a lack of money in the bank. We don't really have any money in the bank. So, we pay for things as we go. And that just makes it, for anyone, that's going to make it a little bit harder. If you haven't got money in the bank, then it's always going to make it a little bit harder. One of the other things
True.
that we struggle with is at the moment we've got a small volunteer pool. So we've not got hundreds and hundreds of volunteers. We've got a small number. And actually, that's by design. We want it to be a small number. The reason we want it to be a small number is we want to, before we then grow with other volunteers, we want to make sure we're registered as a charity. So then when we're bringing more volunteers in, there's going to be a set process for them to come in. We'll make sure that we're doing the right checks and get the right references, etc. Then another difficulty for us is we've got a large geographical spread. So from Cornwall up to Scotland to Wales to the southeast to London, people are all over the place. So it makes it when we do events, they've all been so far in the northwest, but we've mentioned next year we're going down to Bristol. So we do need to go into different places, but with a lack of money, it's something that makes that a bit tricky. And then we have a lack of regular income. So income we've had this year include when I did the marathon with Chris and Dan, when Neil and Kevin went for walks, and other things like that. We've had some bucket shaking done at the rugby. Louise, who's a friend of mine, ran the Liverpool half marathon for us. Hannah, who's don't think's on the call at the minute, she did a swim, a sponsored swim, but we don't have that regular source of income. So that's obviously again something that makes things a little bit trickier for us when we come to plan things because we don't know what money we're going to have in 5 6 months time. So it makes it, like I said, a little bit more difficult. And those four things are the things that we've really always got to take on board with different decisions that we make. So if we look at trustees,
Yeah.
we got Claire, who is our chair of trustees. So Claire's the big, big boss. So that's the one who we all answer to. Um, we've also, who comes on a lot of our meetings, we have Sham. Sham's not a trustee. What she does is she comes on, she advises us and points us in the right direction for certain
Cool.
things. So she doesn't vote on anything. What she does is she just says to us, right, if you're doing this, make sure you got this policy in place. Or if you're doing this, remember you're going to need insurance for that. So it's really, really useful for us because for most of us, it's the first time of us being a trustee. So then we've got Andrea Edwards. Andrea, I think the last time she was on, she was speaking on our menopause evening, but she was at the awards as well.
So she's been on a webinar when I've been on it.
What's that, sorry?
Has she been on one of them webinars that I've been on?
Yeah, definitely. She was definitely on one with you.
I thought so.
Yeah. So we've got Hannah Todd. Hannah's very newly become a trustee because we needed to have someone that we could get in quick, that was someone that would be a doer, would kind of go and get things done. We got Sarah, who's a trustee, who's been a trustee from the beginning, and we've got myself, and then we've got sort of four spaces. Now, with these four spaces, what we're doing is making sure that the people that come on board for these spaces are people who are good at the things we're not good at.
Yeah.
So we have one of,
Who's that?
so she'll be coming on in February. Or it might be March would be her first meeting probably, but officially she'll be in there from February, and then we're kind of looking at, like I said, our sort of weak points to make sure we got the right people in. So volunteers wise, what we got here, so at two sort of levels. When it comes to trustees, Claire's the big chief. She's the person at the top, kind of making sure that we do what we need to do. When it comes to sort of volunteers, that role then switches to myself up
Yeah.
there, with Sarah then as the second in command.
Yeah.
So, and I've left Claire off this list, list here actually. That's an error, so she should be on there as well.
Yeah.
So other volunteers are Claire,
Your
Myra,
mum.
my mum, Hannah, Andy Guy, NJ, Kevin, and Matt Witz, although he's been out for a little bit. So that's how we line up as an organisation, and that's how we. That's a little bit about our history. The other thing is we put on a number of meetings in the week. Not every meeting is going to be right for you, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to help different sets of people with each meeting we do. So, for example, on a Monday, it's quite varied, isn't it? We have bingo, which a lot of people enjoy. That's going to be a meeting where there's going to be probably a lot of talking, a lot of interaction. But we also have photography and writing on a Monday, and those are a lot calmer meetings. So they're not there for people to be talking and things like that. They're there for people to be either admiring the photos that we show, or
Yeah.
just writing, sort of getting on, listening to the prompts and the other things that sort of Claire puts on. And then on a Tuesday night, it's kind of no holds barred. Everyone's talking and chatting and things
Yeah.
like that. And then on a Wednesday, we've got another calm meeting. So Wednesdays, that's our art group which Sarah runs, and that's not designed to be a noisy group. That's designed to be a very, very kind of quiet, calm, zen type of group. The complete opposite to Tuesday, where Tuesday's lively, bingo's lively. We want art, writing to be a lot more sort of calmer, a lot quieter, a lot more sort of zen. Thursday, again, we have different things on a Thursday. So next week we've got a webinar, which will be very much listening to people speaking. Andy does his travel group, and that's very interactive. NJ does her poetry, and again, that's quite a sort of calm, relaxed one as well. Fridays, obviously, Mum does her social evening where you get to make her run up and down the stairs and
Yeah.
all sorts of things. All
But
sorts
she's
of things that
trying
I
by
say
the
to her
time.
she shouldn't do. So you will lead my mum astray on those evenings, or she leads you astray. I don't know which way.
I bet she's worn out by the time.
Exactly.
She loves it.
So, and then obviously we have discos a little bit as well. But as you can see, different meetings are designed for different purposes. Some are there to be really engaging, really upbeat, when some are actually designed to be, right, this is where I'm going to come. It's going to be a peaceful time for us to be able to relax and just calm down, unwind from the day. Um, I know we do have lunchtime groups as well, and they're a little bit varied, but the point is that we have different groups for completely for different reasons. So I am here. I'm going to be able to answer some questions tonight. Claire will be answering some questions. If you fire any at Sarah, she might answer them. She might not. Depends what she feels like.
Oh,
But
I'm
with
no good
it,
at that.
And we've also got the disco Scott as
got
well.
the discos on Saturday. Yeah.
Who's doing it?
So Mum is going to kind of chair the questions. So if you can be quiet when people are asking questions, put your hands up, so we're not talking over people because that can be quite hard, can be quite frustrating for the people that are speaking as well as people there. So Mum will
Yeah.
call people out to say, yeah, okay, ask your question, and if you want to ask it to me, say, right, this one's for Scott. If you want to ask it to Claire, this one's for Claire.
Yeah.
So say who you're asking the question to as well. Sarah.
There's some people that have got poorly voices, so they might be popping them in the chat. So I'll keep an eye on the chat.
Cool. Your hands up, Sarah, from you
I'm
putting
just
your
trying to
hands up.
lower it. It's giving me a bit of jip.
Right, I think we've got a question. Let's start. Are we Scott for a question?
Pardon?
We've
Oh,
got a question.
I can ask Corinda's question,
Okay.
which I will also answer. Um, So, Corinda's put, my question is to ask you, what sessions are we going to stop or keep in the new year? And is there any more in the new year that All4Inclusion are going to be doing?
Yeah,
Well,
it's coming out.
it's quite an easy question to answer. We're not going to stop any meetings. What meetings we've got going on will continue to go on. They're still going to happen. But what meetings do we start in the new year? Well, what we're going to do, first of all, is we're going to make sure that people have had a chance to rest because obviously I was in hospital for a long period, which that meant other people were doing more than they normally would. So we want to give everyone an opportunity to be able to kind of take a week or 2 weeks out, calm down, and things like that. So that'll be one of the things that's more important than adding to the groups. The other thing that's more important is to make sure that we've got the right volunteers, because we can only expand if we've got people to expand with. And what we don't want to be doing, everyone that is a volunteer also has a disability or health conditions themselves. So we've really got to do it so we're managing our own health. Because if we can't do that, then we're not able to be here to be able to run any of the groups. So that's going to be priority there. So that's Corinda's question. The other question isn't really a suitable question. So
Okay, so Russell has his hand up. Russell, have you got a question? And who is it for?
Scott, Taylor or will run like evening sessions sometimes, right? I can ask Becky if she wants to run like a quiz one of the evenings after in the new year.
So what I would say,
Together or able side and everybody on the screen, all the all inclusion people can join in.
yeah, thank you for that, Russ, and that's a really kind offer. But if you look at what we do, we've already got a session on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday evenings every single week. So we haven't got the space to be able to fit another meeting in or on top of that. But obviously, people taking turns of doing quizzes in the Tuesday night, and that would be where it would be a good idea to maybe have a quiz which you, Vicky, Jenny together all are able to sort of run that quiz within the Tuesday night group. But I know there is a bit of a list at the moment of people who are queued up on the quiz.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Donna's is December, if I'm right.
I'm doing January, but I can ask Jenny and Vicky to help me.
Yeah, so you can do the quizzes together, all are able, if you like, and that would be quite nice.
Yeah.
Right, thank you, Russell. Now we'll go on to Donna next. Donna, you've got a question. Who have you got a question for?
It's for Scott.
Okay.
The question is, could we used to do karaoke in the daytime? Could we do the karaoke again, like on a Monday?
Yeah, that's fine. So you mean in the lunchtime groups, is that
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so we can get back to
yeah.
doing karaoke on one of the two lunchtime groups.
I'm up for that.
I think a lot of people enjoy doing that, and obviously it kind of we put it on hold a little bit when I was in hospital, but I'm back on all the lunchtime groups now, so we can do that. We can do that from next week. So there's no sort of planning or anything for us to be able to get it organised. I can do that straight away.
Lovely, thank you, Donna. Fran has got her hand up. Fran, have you got a question for somebody?
I have. Hi,
Who's it
Scott.
for? Would it be for Scott or Claire or Sarah?
No, it's for Scott.
Okay.
One very nosy question. I'll do that secondly. And the first question is I'd like to ask you is, would I be able to do music one day on your Zooms?
Yeah, so it's one of the things we're looking into. We've sort of been talking at trustee level is do we keep the music group sort of quite tight and have certain things there before we let people do it, or do we have it so it's a little bit more open? So, that we'll probably be talking about that further down the line, like sort of February, March time. But before that, I'm happy for you to do it as a trial for that for one night. More than happy
Okay, cool.
for that to happen.
Okay. Then my second question. So sorry, Scott, but it's a very nosy question. You don't have to answer it. I'm just being a nosy Park as always.
You're not.
Have you? Sorry for asking you this, but I'm just being nosy as me. Have you been in a wheelchair all your life, or has it just happened?
Yeah. So it's fairly recent. 2020, I started using a wheelchair. So I'm 43. So what's that? Only like less than 10% of my life I've been in a wheelchair. So yeah, it's fairly recent.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Mhm.
But you're coping well though, with the situation.
Yeah. I mean, apart from the fact that I can't get things off high shelves and stuff,
Yeah,
I'm pretty much the same as everyone else, and my mum can't get
yeah.
things off high shelves
Well,
anyway.
at least you're out of hospital. That's the main thing.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Fran. Gopal, you've got your hand up. Who would you like to ask a question to?
To Scott, I don't know if it's due to funding, if it's due to programming. Is there any way that where you got only one program, for example, on a Thursday, either to do it like I know I've been on other charities and stuff, maybe yours doesn't apply to the other charity boards I'm with, but is to run like one at 10, maybe one at 2, and another one at 7, to spread the programming out. Or if
Yeah.
it's just like
So
a funding, then just I just want to know.
Yeah, so if you go back to our pain points, you got funding and lack of volunteers, and that's two reasons where we're kind of just doing one a day and or two a day. So funding and lack of volunteers. But if you look kind of at like the long-term vision where we want to be by the end of 2030, by the end of 2030, we want to be putting on 28 groups a week. So 28 groups a week. So every day would have 4 groups on, probably a lunchtime, an afternoon, an evening, and then one sort of really late at night. So we're miles away from being able to do that. But yeah, we want to do that at some point.
That's lovely. Thank you very much. Is there anybody else that would like to ask a question? I can't see any hands up at the moment. Don't forget, Claire is here to answer questions and Sarah as well.
Well, Matthew's got his hand up.
Matthew's got his hand up. Yes, Matthew. Who would you like to ask a question to, Matthew?
So, Scott, please.
Scott, okay.
So, how many years have you been working for this organisation?
So the organisation, I founded it in 2022. So I've been here right from the beginning. And yeah, so 2022. So we're coming into our 4th year soon. So we've done 4 complete years almost.
How did you fund it?
So how did you fund the whole organisation from this bit?
So there's 2 similar questions there. Was one of them how was it funded, and one was how was it founded?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
My question was, how was it founded?
So basically I went in hospital one time and I came out, and every time I went into hospital and back out when I was in my wheelchair, I would get a taxi basically from door to door. But I couldn't get a wheelchair taxi, and I thought, right, if this was to happen in business, I go to networking groups that I can ask people for the answers, but there isn't such a place where I could just ask people the answers, with my disability. And I didn't know whether to go down a pavement forwards or backwards in my wheelchair. So because of that, that's what was really the inspiration behind the groups that were happening every fortnight. So that's how it was founded. How was it funded? Well, I try to do talks and things. There's sometimes where we've not got the money for certain things and it'll get topped up. But yeah, we try to fund it through sponsorship. We try to fund it through doing talks with businesses and things like that, and then hopefully that brings in the right amount of income. We also have some businesses who sponsor the awards, and again that brings in an element of income as well.
So how did you feel like if it do you do face-to-face ones, or is it easier to do it on that kind of Zoom session?
Yeah. So if we go back again to like our difficulties, one of our difficulties is everyone's spread out everywhere, so it makes it hard to do face to face. But we want to do a face to face meeting every year. So the face to face meeting is normally in Manchester, then it's been in the Wirral, so now we're going down to Bristol next year and doing the face to face meeting in Bristol. Obviously, we had our awards this year as well, which was face to face, so that was really good because we had 2, 3 sort of nights. But yeah, we're for the time being, we're just concentrating on sort of face to face. But if you was to look, with the Northwest group, there's the potential at one time in the future to be able to do like a lunch and learn or a breakfast or something like that in the northwest, and then there's a few people in and around Scotland, so
Yeah.
again we could do something there. But for the time being, there's no plans to do anything that isn't face to face. It's all going to be online, apart from our annual face to face.
Lovely. Thank you, Matthew, for your questions. Gopal's hand is up next, then we'll come to Donna again. Gopal, who would you like to ask your question to?
It's going to go straight to Scott as well, Maya.
Okay.
Think about next year. Well, will you be using the volunteers to do your face-to-face in the London area? Or would you get champions to do instead for the London area and Bristol area?
Yeah, so it there doesn't really necessarily need to be anyone who leads anything, because ultimately it's a case of, you know, sounds a bit like what the film was, it Field of Dreams, you build it and we will come type of thing. We choose a place and then that's where people gather. And with that, you know, we have to have an element of structure. So all the element of structure is we say, right, this is a venue, this is a time, and we look to go to that venue at that time. Without sort of funding, it means that we can't really go and do too many, because it costs us money to get there and to, maybe hire a room or things like that. But yeah, the Bristol one, I will be in attendance. Sarah will be in attendance. Claire will be in attendance. So you got 3 trustees minimum there, and I think Hannah's going to be in attendance. That's a minimum of 4 trustees, and then my mum will be there. Andy will be there. So then we've got volunteers sort of building it up there. So when we look at our official meetups, yeah, there would always be trustees there and volunteers as well.
Lovely. Thank you. Donna, you're next, then we'll come to Phil. Yes, Donna. Who's your question for?
Sarah.
For Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay, Donna.
On the art, can we do portraits?
Of course we can. Yeah,
Okay.
that's no problem. Yeah, we can put that down as a topic for January.
Yeah, okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
Oh, that was a lovely quick question. Thank you, Donna.
Nice
Phil,
question.
have you got a question?
Yes, I'd just like to say, well, I think you're like a bit like a family on here. You are, and yes, I think you're so nice and friendly and stuff. And
Yeah,
I'd love to meet you one day. And yes,
same here.
yes, and
So would I.
you're all fantastic.
Oh,
I'm hoping to meet lovely Donna next year, because I checked on the trains from my house to Donna's place. It will only take 2 hours and 20 minutes to get there, so it's not that far.
no. Well, I'm sure we would all like to meet all of you. So that would be, if we could have a magic carpet, I would be on it first.
Yeah, see, I would be on it first as well. I
Okay.
would come and get you,
Oh.
And
Thank you
come
very
and get
much.
you, Maida.
I've got some more to say. And
Yes, go on, Phil.
you're a bit like my support sometimes. When I have a bit of trouble with my support, I want to say thank you for helping me with that as well. But I don't have any trouble with my support now. But it's just nice to know that someone's there listening and stuff. Really.
Yeah, I think we're all here. We're all here for each other, aren't we, Phil?
We're all here
Thank
for
you.
you, Phil.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right, looking around, I can't see anybody else's hand up, but did I, what about you, Christine? Did you say something just a minute ago? Did you have a question? No question?
I just want to know how long I've been on this group now. I don't know whether I started last year or the year before.
I think you started the year before.
Yeah, I think it's nearly 2 years, Christine.
I love being on these groups. I really love it.
No. Well, we love having you.
Yeah.
Can I
And
say,
I'm sorry I got stressed out the other one.
Don't you worry, don't worry. We all get stressed out at certain
can I,
times.
sorry, but can I quickly say something? Thank you for so much for the opportunity for letting you to join your wonderful Zoom sessions. They have really cheered me up. Thank you.
Well,
I'm
thank
sorry I sound so rough today.
No.
I feel really rough.
We're sorry that you're feeling poorly, and we do
Oh.
appreciate the people that are not very well that they're here. So thank you
I'm
very much for
absolutely,
making that effort.
yeah, and I'm absolutely gutted. I missed my Christmas party this afternoon because of
Oh
it.
dear.
I'm sorry you missed it.
Right, now Liam has his hand up. Thank you for waiting, Liam. Who would you like to put your question?
Everyone was Scott, Sarah, Claire, Myra, and just get my point across, like from Phil, what he was saying. Yes, we are like a one big family on here, and we support each other. And when I started or joined on this my first Zoom session with yourselves, my mother Myra and Scott and Claire and Sarah,
Oh yeah.
I got the warmth and I felt so comfortable
Oh yeah.
with you guys. And I love doing the discos, by the way.
Thank you, Liam.
No,
That's lovely. Thank you very much,
Is it
Liam.
you this weekend, Liam?
it's David this weekend. Then I'm the next. I'm the next. Then I'm on the
got a bed that-
20th.
Just
Right.
too many for me.
We've got another hand up. That's Gopal. Who have you got your question for, Gopal?
Scott, what are the new programs or that bring back to lack of funding is implemented in for 26, the new programs for inclusions, or is there any?
At the moment, we don't have any. We've got ideas that have come forward, and we will take more ideas in. But at the minute, we've not really got the flexibility to put on any more groups. Now, I think a couple of people have asked about kind of like a cooking group or a food group on that sort of thing. And whilst, again, we can't do that straight away, that is something that we might be able to do as a one-off. So I can speak to a guy called Ian Taverner, and he could potentially work with us to put on a group for one afternoon, and we would give everyone almost a shopping list so people could cook along at the same time. I know that's something that Sarah's been kind of keen to get going, and a few other people as well.
For example, let's say that program already kicked on, and would Ian go at the speed of each of the learner's speed?
So
would we go at a rate of 10 miles per hour or something? Scott?
Yeah, so Ian himself is disabled, so he knows the difficulties that people have himself. But yeah, he would go at a slow pace to make sure everyone can keep up. But obviously, we don't know what everyone's limits are when it comes to cooking. So it might be that, for some people they have to re-watch it because we'll put it on YouTube afterwards, and they might need to re-watch it if someone is very slow. But we'd expect most people to be able to keep up anyway.
Thanks, Scott.
Right, lovely, thank you. Now Jack has his hand up, then I'll come back to you, Fran. So Jack,
this is a question to all of you. Would you like me to do like a Macathon lesson for you one day, like a trial run of a Macathon signing?
I'm going to let Claire answer this because she's not had any questions yet.
I would say the answer is yes when we've got the time to do it. I definitely done a sign on when we've coordinated some of the writing sessions in the theme. So that's something that I'd be open to kind of including in the writing group.
Well, thank you very much, Jack, for that question. Fran, you're next.
This is a question for Claire and Scott, actually. Hi, Claire and Scott again. I just wanted to ask you a question, if that's okay. I'd like to ask you two questions, actually, in one. First one is, would we ever be able to do a relaxation one? And a second one is, in the new year, would I be able to do a questionnaire for a multi question about myself, so you know a bit more about me? Thank you.
Okay. All right, Claire, go first, and I'll go second.
I would say in a relaxation one, when we can figure out what slot we could do it in, don't see why we couldn't do like a guided meditation or something like that. Is that what you're thinking, Fran?
Yeah, like a breathing exercise one.
Fran,
Yeah.
Fran,
Well, we definitely know a breathing person who we could invite
Fran,
to do a session.
do you mean like Neris?
No.
Lisa Harwood?
Mainly Lisa, but I prefer, but the thing is, not taking the mick or anything, Scott, but I do subscribe your channel on YouTube, but I don't think the voice is that relaxing. That's why I don't listen to it. So if you have any other ideas on my second question, I'll let you answer it, please, Scott.
Yeah, so the the voice on the videos that we've put on there is my voice. So but it's one of those things, and when it comes to any kind of guided thing, you're right. If the voice isn't relaxing for you, it doesn't matter what is said, you're not going to be able to relax, are you? So yeah, it's something NJ does in the poetry group, so she does a little bit of breathing and relaxation there, and it's something, because people have mentioned it, it's something that we're kind of looking to do the odd kind of 5, 10, 15-minute relaxation video on YouTube. And at the minute, whilst that's going, it's just trialing it with me. So the next few will be the same voice, it will be mine, but then afterwards it could be someone else's voice, and then hopefully that would be a lot more relaxing for you. Potentially I might even be able to.
But then the second one is about it, and then the second one is about a questionnaire. If I can do you can have a multi quiz, but about myself.
Yeah, I don't know kind of how to work that in. I mean, I guess we could work that in on a Tuesday quiz night. I'm kind of looking at my mum.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think we have done a little bit similar to that before you came into the group, Fran. But I think it would be quite nice to do something that you can learn different things about each other.
Yeah.
So that's something I think we could look at and incorporate into a Tuesday night or even a Friday evening.
Yeah, because for example, what part of the UK am I from? Option is Wales, England, or Scotland.
Yeah,
like that. So basically, that those like simple questions, basically.
That's it. Yes, well, we have done something similar to that before, but like I said, that was before you joined us.
Okay.
But, I would be quite happy to do something like that, another time. That would be fine to do that.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
We
Thank
can
you.
put that on the list, or I don't know
I'm
who's
making
writing
a
the
list, so
I thought you might be like,
Yeah,
I thought
I'm
you
trying
might
to
be
keep
making
looking
a list.
down and writing them all down.
I've been trying to watch everybody, and I could see the angle that you were sitting at, and I thought, Claire's writing the list.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm happy with
Claire's
that one.
doing the notes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Fran, and
I'm happy
Fran,
with that one.
just for
Yeah.
just for you, I'll put this hat on.
All right,
Oh, thank you,
lovely.
my friend.
So,
Yeah, it's a big. It is a big race this weekend. I just hope it won't go so dramatic.
I love it, Scott.
lovely, Scott. I
Yeah.
like the baseball cap. I like the colours of it.
Okay, is there anybody else that would like to ask a
Father,
question?
have you
Yes.
had the photograph?
Yes, thank you, Alison. And I did reply to you. You can
That's
show
not
them on
yeah.
Friday night with in the group.
Okay, that's fine.
That's lovely. And then you can talk about them. Matthew's got his hand up. You're on mute at the moment, Matthew.
Yes, I got a question for Claire here.
Oh.
Right. I was wondering, maybe we can do something something to do with like all the health stuff, like maybe talking about annual health checks, maybe annual health checks and all that. I'm thinking if you can do that maybe sometime in the new year, or maybe sometimes maybe in a couple of months, maybe.
I can definitely write that down. So is that, would that be like a group or more of a reminder?
Maybe like a group sometimes.
Okay.
Like maybe like a group, because we do normally a group. So
Okay.
Yeah,
and I'm just seeing that Sarah and Phil are writing stuff in that I think complements what you're saying. So I'm going to make notes of that.
May I just add a little bit to that? I know Matthew and Phil, I think it's once a month, go to a group locally to them to talk about men's health, mental health. And obviously, some ladies on this group have had some checkups recently with women's health as well. So both men and women's health is very important. And I think also Fran, as part of her role, she promotes things like that as well.
That's correct.
So I think that is where that idea has come from Matthew.
I think that's
because
really
I just
interesting, really.
I tell you why, Claire.
Yeah.
We got a guy from Conway Connect called Paul Carter.
Okay.
And he does like his health hub every third Monday of each month. But like tomorrow, he's got it's like a health fit gang group that we go to normally on a Friday.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put this down and then we can talk about this in the trustee group to see what days and when we've got the capacity to add in sessions like this.
One of the things we just have to kind of bear in mind is, like if we're talking about men's mental health and things like that, I'm not qualified to be able to run that session.
Exactly.
You need to bring someone in to do it.
Yeah.
And bringing someone in more than likely would cost money. So, if we was to have to pay someone to come in, we might need to charge for that group. We might not, because we might be able to get someone who's like a friend of All4Inclusion to come in and do it. But it's just something that, when it's something that it's not us signposting somewhere and people need actual advice,
Yeah.
Could we
Not a
do like
Some,
one? Could we
some
do?
like a mental health nurse, Scott.
Yeah, I mean,
Could we?
yeah, go on, Fran.
Sorry. Could we do like a Zoom? We have a one night like on a, I don't know, like a Monday evening when it's a bit quieter. Like do like a like one evening like just for men's. They can talk about men's stuff, and then one for like you go on the men's, of course, Scott, and then we can have Claire or Myra do the women's one for all the women on here.
Yeah, so at the minute we've got a jam-packed diary, so it would be starting at 8:30 at the earliest. But again, if we're going into a men's group and we're talking about men's health and men's mental health, I'm not the right person to lead that group.
No, I don't mean like I don't. No, I don't mean like in mental health and such. Just like general stuff.
Okay. Well,
Like for example, like how do you cope with your like day-to-day life without about the women not interfering and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, good question.
Sarah's got her hand up, so she might have her hand up to answer it.
I'm just going to say, Fran, that because I was part of a women's group, and more often than not, when these subjects come up, we're talking generally about women's health, but because women's health is often there's often a root cause, and that root cause is often triggered by a mental health issue. So there's quite a big crossover. So you can't really distinguish between both of them. So they do have a crossover between the two. So you do have to have somebody with a mental health first aid training or a specialist within the group.
I know what you mean.
You can't really have a definite this cause, this is this, and this is this, because they do interlink. So you can't really have two separate running alongside, because they are one of the same in like 90% of cases. So that wouldn't help. And if somebody, male or female, has got a condition, you do have to have somebody along in the room as well. And it is pretty hard going. Some stories are pretty hard going, pretty hard to listen to. That's all I'm going to say, really. Yeah.
And I think actually something like that, you need to think about the time of the day as well. Because sometimes in the evening isn't always the best time to talk about that, and you're time limited, and then sometimes you have to finish at a certain time. So, but it's something that I'm sure Claire and Scott and Sarah and the rest of the trustees will have on their list to think about.
Okay, cool.
Donna, you've got your hand up now.
I have to say, it is a very good idea, but it needs to happen a bit earlier in the day. Because people do need time to just calm down, and their brains do need to have a think about things, and they need to
I know where you're coming from, Sarah.
Yeah. Because the conversations are very important, and they do need to happen because they are very helpful. But yeah, you do need a space just to have a time to think and just get back into an okay space.
That's fine.
Lovely. Thank you, Sarah, and everybody else on that question. Donna, you've got your hand up. Who would you like to ask?
No, it's about the women's group. I used to do a women's group on Zoom.
Okay. Yeah.
Different, and it's like, yeah, we talk about different things. So yeah.
One thing I must say, obviously, we get reminders from our doctor's surgeries to have different tests and examinations, don't we?
Yeah.
So all I can say is, you know, do make sure that you attend those appointments, because it's always very important for you to do so. Even though it may not be very pleasant at any time, but it's so important. Gopal's got his hand up now. Gopal, who would you like to ask?
Back of what, is probably going to go to Sarah and Scott on the back of what Fran and Donna said, is the issue of confidentiality and safeguarding. When people try to express the issues and the concerns, how it impacting and concerning for other people as well.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, what you discuss in the room has to stay in the room,
Yeah.
and that goes without saying
Well,
in
yeah,
any of our
100%.
meetings, you know?
Yeah. God, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't. Look. It's not like I don't like men and stuff. But sometimes you just want to just have a girly chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
And
Know
that will
what you
be
mean,
made
Fran.
very clear with all these meetings. There are very clear guidance and group rules that they will be at the start of every single meeting, you know. They will be
It's
made very clear.
it's the same example as like men like to talk about politics, and doesn't mean that
Yeah.
women would like to talk about that. So it's basically just a balance the books.
I think sometimes it's quite difficult because I mean you can stereotype what people like to talk about and what people don't like to talk about, and you could say that one gender would want to talk about football and one gender would want to talk about something else.
Yeah.
But actually, you know, both of those go cross-gender. I don't think it's necessarily the subjects that are spoken that people want to have a part. It's actually just, you know, just want to be in a room around people like you and um, people like you in some circumstances is you just want it to be women only or you want it to be men only and completely get that as well.
I don't know.
I think if I was in a men only group, there would at some point definitely be something that comes up about men's mental health.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to be trying to think of a good word here, but I can't. I wouldn't want to be or let anyone down by in that group. And I wouldn't want to let anyone down. And how I mean that is if someone went away and they was thinking about something and then they couldn't get to sleep and then their next day was troubled by something that went on in that conversation. See you later, Paul. Thank you for
See you
coming.
later, Paul.
Um, if it impacted someone's health afterwards, then that's not something that I want you know I would struggle with that myself. So
Oh
go
yeah.
back to what Sarah said. It is so important because of these subjects that you know on men's definitely to have men's mental health person there. So you know afterwards we go right. Is everyone okay? And then maybe one person says, actually, can I just have a little chat afterwards? And then you have a little sort of 5 to 10 minute one-to-one with the person who's the expert just to help sort of decompress and relax out of the session.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Lovely, thank you. Go, pal, you've got your hand up again.
Oh yeah, on the same topic, would you guys use the technology that is provided if you were to run a women's one on one side in a breakout room and a men's one on the other side in another breakout room, where it wouldn't interfere across the line or anything like that, using the technology what we've got now, using the breakout rooms?
Or
Yeah,
could
good
it
idea.
be could it or
we
could
could
it be
definitely do that.
separate links? Some links.
So when it comes to separate Zoom links, we can only host one meeting at a time.
Uh-huh.
So it wouldn't be separate Zoom links would make it really tricky to do. But what Gopal said about, you know, creating two breakout rooms and putting half in one and half in another, we can do that pretty easily. So the technology is there to do it, and you know, it could even be that we do it on a Tuesday night one time and just go right for half an hour of the 1.5 hours. We're going to have men only, women only in different breakout rooms, and
Yeah.
then we'll all come together again at the end. You know, it's something like you know, like Sarah said, it's something for us to sort of take away and think about and go,
Yeah.
right, what's the best
Because
way to do
I'm
it?
sure because there's some things that men like to talk about, doesn't mean that
Yeah.
women want to talk about them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
I've
and,
got a couple of ideas on this written down.
and,
It's
and on it, what's most important.
it's the same with oh, I don't know, snooker, for like example. I know both nowadays does play snooker, but it doesn't mean that woman wants to talk about snooker. Maybe the man wants to talk about snooker.
The
I think we
only
might
the only
be.
thing with going into a breakout room, if it's talking about health, is that you will need two health professionals at one evening to give that advice.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So there's lots of things to think about, and the one thing that I will 100% say is if I don't think it can be done safely, it won't be done.
Got.
Yeah.
I have like a big file that I take the page out, and when I go to the doctors, I get them to write in it.
Okay, that's good.
That's a good idea. Good idea.
That's what I have. I don't take the whole file. It's the nurses from the LD team from Wakefield House that have done them.
So, are there any more questions? I'm aware that this group was going to be on from 7 to 8, but is there any other questions now?
No, that's it, I think.
What this is I was going to ask about Welsh, but it's going to be very hard.
Oh, well, give it a go, Jack.
I'll wait for this.
Would you like one night? Would you like me to learn a few basic words of the Welsh for you all?
Oh, are you? What you mean?
So you mean
would you like to do a session?
Like we'll say now,
Welsh language.
like say good morning. You know the words that you use
Welsh.
everyday words.
Like border and things like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know things
but-
that you would use the first thing in the morning and the last time in the night.
So both of those, I think that could be kind of built into like a Tuesday session or a Friday session, or even a lunchtime session. So we wouldn't we wouldn't do any special group for it, but we would just go, right, okay, well, we've planned it, we'll plan it with you and say, right, on this day, Jack's gonna teach us 3 sayings in Welsh.
Aye.
Maybe what we'll do, we'll 3 words 1 week, and there's new 3 next week.
Yeah. Or
so you
another
don't
thing
say the same thing weekly.
Another thing we could do, Jack, is me and you can have a session where you kind of teach me the words on the computer on a sort of one-on-one basis. We
Yeah.
could flip that and turn it into something on YouTube, and then we could have it as a YouTube video, so then people could then go back on it and go, right, actually, these were the words that Jack was talking about, and now I can go and watch it on YouTube.
Like using has anybody here heard of the bilingual?
I have. I've heard of it as well.
Yeah.
It's a bit like it's a bit like Google Translate. It translates, but it's easy to understand than AI and so on. It's
that would be good, Jack, if you did a YouTube video with Scott.
It's a good idea.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
So we're here now. It's 8:10. So I'd like to thank everyone for coming, everyone for taking part and asking the questions. I guess I've got one question now. If we could do this is for everyone. So Mum, can you kind of bring people in? But if we could do one thing different, what would you want it to be?
Okay, well, I'm going to start with Gopal. So what would you like something different to be?
Well, just one thing different is what's happening now, right, is when the host is speaking, right, is to meet people, when they're not speaking, and not to talk one over the other. That's the 2 points.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not being used.
Right, Phil,
Poo.
would you like to unmute yourself a minute?
Oh, yes, I would.
And
Yeah.
what would you like if you sort of had something different? What would you like to see to make something different?
Not showbiz, not showbiz.
More showbiz, yeah, and more laughter.
Yeah, I agree.
More laughter.
Yes, and I'm more doing more photographs on the Facebook group as well, maybe.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Pointless asking me.
Right, Liam.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Talking about more laughter. What about a session? What about a session with me and Phil doing a comedy drill one night?
Aye.
You two.
Okay.
And we could always do a YouTube video as well.
I might have known.
Yeah.
I think we're thinking about what would you like to see different in our session.
Yeah.
So focus on that, I think, as well. Lovely,
Yeah.
thank you. Noor,
Yeah.
what would you like to see different in our group?
Oh God. More, can't think now.
You can't think. Would you like me to come back to you?
Yes, please.
Okay. Right. Now we have Matthew. What would you like to see different in All4Inclusion group? Because you're new here, so you don't know everything that we do you?
So I'm thinking, why don't we do maybe a music night one night?
Oh, a music night.
Because
we do the discos.
Yeah, like maybe like maybe like maybe like how can I say the word? Maybe like a music afternoon.
Oh, music afternoon. Do you mean with different instruments or things?
Yeah, so like
or more
Like a guitar player, man. Over
Guitar?
like
yeah,
Chris
like
Kelly,
a guitar player, man.
Get
That's
a live, like a
Chris
live
Kelly.
music.
Like
some
Chris
live
Kelly.
music.
Like Chris Kelly.
Yeah,
Okay.
but live music.
Yeah,
Somebody-
like a bit like Chris Kelly that we have on a Tuesday afternoon.
Like on Innovate Trust, SVC. But maybe like like somebody who does like a live music, like a guitarist who sings.
Okay.
Got that written down.
So more like a music group, the music session.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm now going to ask.
Andy can do requests as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, so
Right, I'm going to ask Donna now. Donna, what would you like to see different? Or your mum may want to answer as well.
I don't know, she's asleep, Mum.
Don't wake her up. Oh,
Don't wake her up, Donna. Donna, don't wake her up.
too
Yeah,
late.
what do you like to see differently?
What?
What's the question?
What would you like to see done differently in the groups?
What do you like? What?
I can't think of anything at the moment.
No, because I think you've just woken her up, Donna.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything that you can think of?
Yeah.
What is that?
Right, on it like on a Tuesday, go and break up with make this group smaller.
Some smaller groups in the breakout room.
Yeah, which would be easier.
All right, lovely. That's fine. And that varies, doesn't it, each week? Because sometimes we have more people on than others. But a good point there. Christine.
I'm no good at this.
Well, let's have a look at you anyway. There you are. So, Christine, So, Christine, is there anything that you can think of?
No,
That's fine. Do you want me to come back to you after, or do you want me to leave it?
leave it.
Okay.
I'll just go with other people.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Right. Let me have a look down here now. Who's now? Oh, Jack.
Oh,
Jack's next. Put him on.
That's a trick question, to be honest with you.
So,
What do you mean differently?
well, I don't know. Is there anything that you would like to see done differently within the groups? Are you happy with the way things are going at the
Or a
moment?
different way of asking the question, what could we do better?
Oh, I don't know. That's a tricky one, to be honest with you.
A tricky one to answer.
Yeah, but I'm going to change something I would like to see with a bingo. I don't know. No, we can't change that because it's the fun, not after it. I don't know.
And not
Okay.
everyone has to have an answer. If you don't have an answer, that's cool as well.
I don't have an answer, to be honest.
That's
I
all right.
enjoy what you do anyway. The only thing I don't join is that club because I can't draw very well, so I feel guilty if I come on.
And nobody's
Obviously, I feel guilty. I'm not very good.
Nobody is expected to come on and do everything, Jack. So if you think of anything, you can let us know.
I don't mind. I like Sarah. I don't mind Sarah's company, but I feel I can't draw, and I feel everyone else is more arty and more creative than I am.
Jack, I'm going to put one answer to that, and one simple. Everyone's ability and levels are different.
Yeah.
So everyone's not on the same platform.
You know, don't you? You're very welcome to join art if you want to. Right.
Yeah.
Now, I know Barbara's been a bit off colour and she's been very quiet this evening. Barbara, do you want to come on and talk? Give me a wave if you do, or unmute yourself.
Is she sleeping?
No.
I think she's on the phone.
No, let's leave Barbara because I think she's not quite
One
very well.
final-
Same with Patsy and Fran. If there's anything you would like us to see do differently or anything we can do better, maybe you can send either Scott or myself a message. Okay, so that
No,
you
it's
can.
all right. It's I just wanted to ask it's just only for bingo, really. Is it okay? I do say all the time, but is it okay if you just slow down little bit when you're calling numbers out?
Yeah, I do it as slow as I can, Fran, but do you remember? Do you remember last time?
Yeah.
You stopped us and asked me if I could do it a bit slower, and that's fine to do that.
Okay. All right,
That's absolutely fine. Yeah, no problem.
And that's all I want to ask.
That's okay. Alison, you're listening, I know.
Doing more quizzes, I think.
Yeah, doing.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely.
Quizzes.
Okay, thank you, Alison.
Okay.
And I'm going back to Nora a minute. Is there anything you want to say, Nora?
About getting more games.
More games. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay. There you are. I knew Christine would have something to say then. Okay, more games and more quizzes.
Yeah, like Hangman.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll do my best to think of some games for you. Finding games that can be played online can be a bit tricky. Yes, Liam, you've got your hand up.
Yeah, I've got one final one final question, a suggestion. Matthew, you
Yeah.
love your gardening, don't you?
Oh yes, that's what I was going to ask.
You could even do a gardening quiz one night,
Yeah.
or talk about what you do at your garden centre as
If
well.
that's so,
And
if
tell us
that's
about
okay
what
with you,
different types
Myra.
of flowers and plants you do have
Well,
at the garden centre.
I'm sure we can fit something in at some
Yeah.
point. We'll get Claire to write it on her very long list. All right. Can I just say thank you, everybody, for listening so hard? Because I know sometimes it's difficult when you've got something to say and it's in your head, and it's a long time to wait for your turn. So thank you very much.
Yep.
God, I'm going to put you on spotlight again.
Right, Gopal's got his hand up a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Gopal's got his hand up.
Oh, so I didn't see that. Sorry, Gopal.
Right, so is there like thinking outside the box thing? If you do like a music one in the afternoon, would that generate interest and generate people to turn up? Oh,
Yeah, I think you know, every idea that someone has, they're not going to be the only person who has that idea. There'll be other people who are interested in similar things. So, you know, just pick on the last thing Liam said to Matthew about gardening. If we did a group at any time in the future, which was talking about gardening, and we all went and we all tried to grow the same thing, like that might bring 5, 6 new people into the group that go to some of the other groups as well. So yeah, you know, all of these might every suggestion helps us basically. So we're really grateful for giving these questions and giving us the opportunity to answer them.
Phil has got his hand up.
I've got
Go
one.
on, Phil.
I've got one. What about animation? Doing like do some animation or something?
What?
Give us a suggestion, Phil. What kind of thing you like? What? What is that?
That's what I was thinking.
Kind of our own cartoon characters like that.
Okay, cartoon characters
Or
and things like that.
like designing ourselves without AI, but with just designing like a cartoon character that moves and shakes like and yeah.
Okay. Right,
Oh,
I'm
wouldn't
sure that's gone on the list. Liam?
One last thing, on behalf of the members, I would like to say thank you very much to Scott, Sarah, Claire, and Myra for putting on this session tonight.
Yeah, thank
Telling
you
us
very
more
much,
about
guys.
All4Inclusion.
Thank you very much.
All4Inclusion
thank you very much.
is an awesome, wonderful organisation to be involved with.
Yep. And
I
can I just say something
agree
else,
with
Myra?
Liam on that one.
Bye, Patsy.
Bye,
Patsy.
Bye, Patsy.
Take care.
Bye, Patsy.
Yeah, she's
Right,
poorly.
take care.
So,
I've got my Christmas tree today.
Oh, well done, Christine. Scott, did you want to say any more to finish off, or Claire or Sarah?
I've said thank you already, and I think you know, I think either Sarah or Claire can have the last word. I had the first word, so I can let someone else have the last word.
Well, should we go to Sarah first, and then as Claire is the top person, she can do the finale.
Finale,
Yeah.
Finale. Let's go to Sarah first, and then we'll go to Claire.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming, everyone. It's been great seeing you all. Yeah. Sorry for everyone who left early, but I think they enjoyed coming along. But yeah, it was great to see you all and hear what you all have to say. Please remember there is the email is the hello@all4inclusion.org. So if you've got any more suggestions, you can tap those away and send those in. That's always on the go, rolling around for you to.
Who's in charge of the email?
Beg your pardon?
Who's in charge of the email?
That email will come to I will look at it, and so will Joe, who helps us with our events. But I'm also going to make sure that Claire and Sarah get access to it as well, because it shouldn't just be one person. We don't have many emails on there because we've all got our own email addresses. But for ideas and suggestions, it's quite handy to use.
Sarah, my suggestion back up what Phil said, right, is because he wants to do animation, I think the animation should go in the art group. If he wants to do that, that's my suggestion. If he wants to do that, do in the art group.
Well, it's slightly different
It's
to what we
slightly
do.
different.
Yeah, it
Animation.
involves far more tech.
Yeah.
And it's not my bag. It's to do with more technical side of it.
Written it down. It's on the list.
Good.
No,
You would need like somebody that's into the animating, like an animator.
I've got people I can lean on.
Cool.
God knows.
But it's not my genre, to be honest.
Clever up there.
So yeah. But
I
anyway,
don't know.
thank you
And
so much
Claire's
for
clever.
coming along.
Welcome, Sarah.
You're very welcome.
Great to have a chat. And I will pass you over to Claire, who's down there.
We're going to be
Very
right
long.
there now.
Yeah,
We'll put you on spotlight.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you for all of your ideas. I think once we get the funding and the building blocks in place, we're going to have a very busy next year. And that'll be really fun for everyone.
But still, no, saying you talk about funding, Claire. Yeah, it's not. It's and Scott, is not the National Lottery not involved with this organisation?
We've not put a grant into them yet, but that is one way we will look at it.
Because I've seen there's a lot of them.
Yeah,
so
and
on had
also
the
postcode
lottery.
Yeah, me and Scott are building a list of funding and grants that we're going to be applying for.
They got a huge amount of funding.
So thank you very much, everyone, and I hope you all have a lovely evening now.
Yeah.
Rest.
I'm going to enjoy
all
my
your
release.
ideas.